Now, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what my favorite Skylanders are, since I've beaten the game and everything. Well, I do have a few of what I call ringers, which I consider the best Skylanders in each element that I own. But before I get into those, how about I throw down some honorable mentions? Coming in the honorable mentions category, first up we've got Stealth Elf, whose flipping move made her the best speedrunner in the first game, but that move got seriously nerfed in Giants. Also, points off for her one-liner being a fart joke.
Silent but deadly.
Up next, Sonic Boom, as whenever her babies bite it, it would add to the enemy count, which was needed in several levels in order to gain that score in the first game. Gill Grunt, who's actually really awesome assuming you could operate all 3 attack buttons at once. However, what got me was that they changed his voice.
In for the wind! Fear the fish!
And finally, Sprocket. Yeah, surprised to see a newbie on here? Sprocket is clearly based on the engineer from Team Fortress 2 and could also drive a tank, but she was left vulnerable an awful lot and she just can't cut it next to my tech element ringer. And now, on to the ringers! First up for the fire element, it's...
Let the flames begin!
Flameslinger! Flameslinger is a speedrunner's dream and is one of my favorite Skylanders to use. He has a ranged attack, an arcing attack to hit people on ledges or behind walls, a burst attack to clear away a crowd, and of course a reliable acceleration technique. While Stealth Elf lost speed, Flameslinger turned into Sonic the Hedgehog. His mix of abilities makes him perfect for clearing levels fast. Up next, in the Earth element,
it's feeding time!
Terrafin and his dapper top hat. Terrafin is a melee character who punches his enemies, but his best ability allows him to dive underground, rendering him immune from harm. With the right upgrades, he can even damage enemies and collect items while he's underground, though he can no longer damage stones this way, like he could in the first game. Bummer. As an Earth Skylander, Terrafin can break rocks without a pickaxe. Either way, land sharks are just plain awesome, and Chaos had better pay up unless he wants a hurting.
That guy owes me $5!
Coming in the Undead department, it's Jonah Hex.
Fear the dark.
Yeah, I know the movie sucks, but I couldn't resist. Hex's best powers involve her ability to bullet spam with her skull orbs, although she has been nerfed a little and her firing rate isn't quite as good as it was. She can also take on big targets by twirling some skulls around here, which deal damage with her soul gem power. In the water element, a new member of the team,
Stay cool.
it's Chill. Like you saw in the first video, Chill is a ranged character who also has a defensive shield which can protect her from harm. As a water Skylander, she can travel over ponds of ocean water, though that holds less importance than it did in the previous game. She can also erect an ice wall, then slam the wall with her shield to fire off the blocks one at a time like a revolver for some big damage. Also, narwhals!
Narwhals swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion, cause they are so awesome.
And the ringer for the tech element is... sorry guys, it's Trigger Happy.
No Cory!
Trigger Happy is the shadow mascot of the Skylanders series and is great at bullet spam, and spam, and spam, and spam. He may have the lowest hit points in the game, but he more than makes up for it with sheer destructive power. He also has what I have found to be the single most damaging attack in the game. Pro tip, there's an achievement you get by getting one character up to 65,000 gold. Do it with Trigger Happy, as he also gains a bonus for gaining 50,000 gold on him. Representing the air element, it's Whirlwind.
Twists of fury.
The Unicorn Griffin Pegasus Dragon thing who shoots rainbows and also acts as my token flyer. A mid-range attacker, Whirlwind fires explosive double rainbows which deal some decent damage. She can also throw black holes at people. Whirlwind also has the ability to fly, which allows her to traverse water and ignore terrain features such as conveyor belts. However, Whirlwind's most unique feature is that her attacks can actually heal her allies. This includes the presence that you have to protect in one of the arena battles. Wait a minute, Whirlwind flies, has colored lights on her nose, and heals presence?
Champion Christmas!
Representing the nature category is...
Be afraid of the dark!
Tree Rex. Hey, don't push your luck. Tree Rex acts as my token giant to clear the puzzles that he is needed for. Also, if you send Tree Rex down his melee upgrade path, despite his initial slowness, he ironically becomes one of the best speedrunners in the game. Seriously, not kidding, just watch!
Skylanders of the Undead element are stronger in this zone.
I just cleared that whole area in less than 30 seconds. Also, I think there should be a special Kool-Aid edition of him.
Oh yeah!
And finally, representing the magic element, it's Double Trouble. Double Trouble is, I think, the game's best kept secret. Double Trouble has some amazing moves. He's got a Thunder Stick, which deals a lot of damage and acts like a flamethrower, a minion creator that creates his little doubles that seek out enemies and explode, and most importantly, he has a magic bomb move that deals huge amounts of damage and can be chained up to 3 times with the proper upgrades. This bomb move makes him dynamite against bosses, and while I'd love to show you this, my Double Trouble figure conked out on me recently and won't work. Now, I called Activision and they said I can expect a replacement in 7 to 10 business days. That was at Thanksgiving, and I'm still waiting. Oh well. So yeah, those are the Skylanders that work for me. They might not work for you or suit your style, but I imagine there are others out there that would work. That's the whole idea behind having so many characters, is you'll find the characters that work the best for you. So, Skylanders Giants is a fairly fun game and does offer some improvements over the previous one. I just hope that if Activision plans on continuing the series, that they don't bog down the game with new gimmicky character themes, sort of like Bakugan did. Maybe one more, and I think a trilogy would probably be best. Now, before we go, here's a hot tip. If you've cleared the game but are still missing a bunch of hats, here's what you need to do. First, you need to find the Dragon Engine legendary treasure in Chaos's castle about halfway through the game. Equip the engine, then fly around the ship. Notice the little guy standing on the wing? Go and drop off the side of the ship and enter the door. This is the home of Hatterson, who will sell you the missing hats.
Double Print Gatsby! I'm so glad you found me. So, would you like to buy a hat for me?
So that's Skylanders Giants, a fair improvement over the original if I must say, and I bet a lot of you will be getting it under the Christmas tree this year, and now you have a good idea of what to expect. Although, you know, if you don't get Skylanders Giants under the tree, it isn't the end of the world, you know? You should cherish what you do get, and what you already have. Just the fact that we can have Christmas is a blessing in itself, and believe me, nothing ruins Christmas like a whiner.
Yes, well said. Now I think that takes care of what we needed. I think we're done here.
I guess we are.
Well, bye.
Bye. Nice guy. Gee, it's kind of cold out here. Wait a minute. Where am I?